Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's time for Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is DreZ and Huck.
That lovely sound does indeed mean it is Brewsday Tuesday. My name is DreZ, and alongside is Huck from Huck's Beer Bus.
What's up?
And it is brought to you by, as Matt Anthony just said, the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store right there in the heart of downtown Blacksburg. If you like good beer like we do, it's a good place to go.
Get you some.
Go get you some. And I know that you did go. You were on the hunt today trying to find beers that are somewhat applicable for today, which for those that don't know and aren't walking around with a little sticker, which Huck, I can't help but notice you don't have a little sticker. Yeah. Okay.
It was on my coat.
It was on the coat.
I had to change.
Oh, that's right, because you put on that shirt. Huh?
Yeah.
You didn't wear that shirt all day. You just changed it for the show.
I don't want to be patriotic all day.
Either way, today was election day.
You
get out there. You get out there and you vote. You do your civic duty.
You still got about an hour to go vote.
Yeah, it's not too late.
If you agree with me, go vote. If
and
you don't, go have a beer.
And I promised that I won't let Huck sway your vote in the next hour.
I don't know.
We're not going to get like too political.
No.
But first things first, the reason we're here is for the beer. Let's be honest. So
we're just here
what you got over there? What were you able to find to go along with the theme of election day?
Well, Huck? They always say that the reason people vote a certain way is a lot of times economy. So I found this paycheck beer from Full Steam Brewing in North Kakalaki. We like beers from North Kakalaki. And it's a Pilsner, but for some reason it has 35 IBUs, which means it's a hopped-up Pilsner.
Yeah.
So we're going to try that over here.
And from Studio Brew right here in the Commonwealth, now I will notice that, it's the can style that we like, where it's like a slapped-on label. So that's a good sign. It's got the independent stamp as well, which is also a good sign.
Nice.
7% alcohol. It's a DIPA, which is all a good sign. And it's psychedelic as hell. You handed me Hopadelics Kool-Aid. And I'm assuming that's a reference to idiots drinking Kool-Aid. And
I'm just saying, all you people that are getting ready to vote better drink the Kool-Aid first.
Okay, fair enough. I know we were going to be stretching for this one. I'll take it, man. And honestly, I'll just take it because this looks like it's going to be a damn good beer.
There you go. We both drank at the same time.
I was going to say, we try not to do that, but it seemed like a time to take a sip.
Yeah, so that's kind of political, is, drink the Kool-Aid. Everybody that doesn't agree with the other person says, well, you guys you're drinking the Kool-Aid. So that's why I picked that beer.
Well, clearly I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
There you go. Did it change your mind?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
Not in the least. So do you go to the normal like polls, or do you absentee?
Oh, and I go to the polls. I've been going every time since I was 18.
See, here's the thing, and I never really thought about it until somebody brought it up to me about the absentee just being easier and more convenient, and the fact that you can sit down and look at like the ballot, what you're voting for, and actually like look up and research it versus going to the polls, not knowing what's going to be there, and just sort of picking somebody whose name looks good or something like that. You know?
Right. Well, the thing
that's how a lot of like James Browns and like just popular like names that people associate with, they actually do win a lot because people are like, oh hell yeah, let me vote for
change my name to Free Money.
Yeah, free money. But I'd vote for that.
But normally the newspaper, who reads the newspaper anymore? But if people read the newspaper, they usually run a page with the ballot and explains it. And the State Board of Elections has a website where you can go and put your address in, and it will tell you where you vote and exactly
what you're voting on.
Yeah. But you really need to do a little research if there's a constitutional thing.
And I heard that there's a lot of apps out there that can help you with it too.
Yeah,
like
that's probably true.
You can go through, the app, and tells you what you're voting on, and you can like sort of go through research, do it, and then bring that with you to the polling, to where you're voting, and then just sort of reference that in your pocket.
Everybody's been saying this has been a particularly contentious election. Well, over 60.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What
I
want to
tell you, I have seen so many, really bad ones.
It's not as bad as any other one.
Here's my observations: is first of all, when you put the big giant sign in your yard, what you're saying is, "Hey, I want half of my neighbors to hate me, and half of my neighbors to, well, it'll be okay." But I'm just saying, you're not really convincing anybody with that sign. I use the signs as a judge to see who might win, who's got the most signs out there.
I don't think you can really base it on that, though.
No, you can't. But you can tell, like, if you go into certain counties or certain areas, you'll see a lot of one side or the other. Right.
That's true. That's true.
And normally the demographic's true. You never know. But everybody's at the polls with their little handing out things. And
that's the thing, man. You get bombarded.
I know, and you're like, dude, if I don't know by now, I wouldn't be here.
If I'm here, chances are, although I'm sure there's a lot of people that walk up not knowing a damn thing.
Yeah, and I guess there's old school. My parents, old school little old lady, blue hair, comes up and she goes to the Democratic leader or the Republican leader and says, well, how am I supposed to vote? And they go, here's your little ticket. Just go in there and read it off there.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that used to happen. I don't think people do that. I don't think people should do that. I think people should look at each issue and each candidate and decide intelligently.
Over a nice cold beer.
Of course, they picked Taco Bell as the best Mexican food in America.
Oh,
they voted for that, too. So I'm just going to
I don't know what a-hole voted for that. But let's go ahead and untap these beers and we can, I guess, talk more politics, although I'm not a huge fan of doing that. But 'tis the day.
We'll go a different direction after that.
That sounds good. How's your paycheck over there?
How's
your paycheck looking?
My paycheck, I don't get one. I'm old. The government gives me a paycheck, but it's not very big.
Take a final sip.
That's what she
What's
said.
What's it going to be?
Okay, so this is interesting Pilsner. It's got a little bit of a, hoppy darkness to it. So not being a fan of Pilsners, this one is not bad. I don't think when we got any beers from here, from the Full Steam when we were doing North Carolina a couple months ago. And it's in Durham, and I have never been there really. So I'm going to give it a 375, and that's probably fair. It's nice. It's got a little bit of a darkness to it for a Pilsner that I wasn't really expecting. That's probably the hops.
That 375 is on a 1 to 5 scale, as we like to use the Untapped app to check in our beers. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Huck's Beer Buzz is his. I'm not going to lie, for this Hopadelic, I'm slightly disappointed. I was hoping a little bit more of it. I think really what it is it's, believe it or not that hoppy. And the body, it's light. It's a light drinker. This is a very...
Well, DreZ, most people are usually disappointed with the Kool-Aid.
That's true. Kool-Aid's never as good as it looks.
Never as good as you thought it was going to be.
It's true. It's true. But that's not to say this isn't a bad beer, though. I just had some higher expectations. And you shouldn't judge a beer by the label. I guess you're right.
Even though we do all the time.
But I'd still want to give it a 4.25.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's not too bad.
No,
Studio
that's
Brew.
Strong.
This is not the worst dip I've ever had, but
and they're new. I think you
yet.
have sampled their wares at some point. I have not.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had it.
They're floating around.
Yeah, no, you'll see some Studio Brew here and there. I'm pretty sure there's some stickers on the wall. Oh, yeah, right there. Bam.
There you go.
Big one, right?
I thought so. I have not yet been there.
Yeah, Studio Brew's, I mean, they're doing some good stuff. They're all on the arty thing, as you can tell. I think it says right here, their motto is, beer is an art, a very tasty art.
It looks kind of Grateful Dead-ish, the whole can thing, too.
I'll allow it. We got it. Are we going political with our Muzak selection?
Oh, I don't know. What was...
I mean, there's a lot of political rock.
Beatles
We could go a lot of different ways. American Idiot could work.
Yeah.
Rage is very political.
Is it?
Yeah, Rage
let's
Against the
do
Machine.
One of yours. Yeah, let's do the Rage.
Yeah, I mean, we can rage, dude.
Can we rage?
We can definitely rage.
Because that's what people have been raging.
Yeah,
for years.
We'll rage and we'll come back and we'll rage some more on Brewsday Tuesday.
Right.